overnight.
So this is what's popping off right now. You know, holidays are around, and some of you don't have a lot of money to get expensive gifts for your family, but you want to still celebrate the holiday season. So what do? Well, apparently smash and grabs are all the fucking rise right now. Okay. And this is a big deal. Okay. Big deal. Big deal. Every local news story is about this. Okay. If you go on fucking local news, dude, if you go on local news, everyone is talking about just like robberies that are occurring. The Louis Vuitton store is fucking ransacked. And apparently there's like organizations, or there's like a little bit more organizing behind it. It's like, it'll be like 80 people at a time. You know what I mean? I don't know how the fuck they're doing it, but like, they're working hard, these people. Okay. I'm just saying, you know, I think video games are responsible for this. They think that you can loot it. You know, you can loot the store if you can get away with it. So, let's take a look at this story.
Another break-in, this one at LA's high-end shopping center, The Grove. Leaving store windows smashed, the suspect still at large after a police pursuit. It comes after a separate string of smash-and-grab robberies in Northern California.
Get on the sidewalk!
From the heart of San Francisco to suburban Walnut Creek, highly organized shoplifting crews breaking into high-end retailers, grabbing merchandise.
Highly organized shoplifting crews. Breaking into that shush-see.
And fleeing. A cluster of getaway cars blocking traffic to aid their getaways.
Bro, this is like, it's fucking nuts, dude. The way that they're operating is like, you know, if you're doing organized retail theft, like, just keep it, you know? I don't know. It's like some Grand Theft Auto shit. It's kind of cool. I'm sorry. It's just like, oh yeah, I know. Theft is wrong and bad. Okay, there you go. I said it. Please do not steal. It's bad and wrong, okay? It's like the Foot Clan from Ninja Turtles. It's literally 100 thieves, dude. This is what they are. This is 100 thieves.
Taking place in a matter of minutes.
I saw people running down the street. I probably saw 50 to 80 people in like ski masks, crowbars, like a bunch of weapons.
In San Francisco, eyewitness video capturing masked thieves with armfuls of stolen goods. Police racing to the scene, bashing in a suspect's car window to make an arrest. In all, 9 stores were hit. Police say 8 people have been arrested, with several weapons and thousands of dollars in merchandise recovered.
We're not going to allow people to come in and continue to do this in our city.
More officers are being assigned to Union.
Dude, if you ever watch like pre 9/11 footage, okay, any big city, pre 9/11 footage, no cop dresses like this, okay? This is like SWAT team shit. Now, every fucking beat cop is literally looking like they're ready to get a fucking tactical nuke kill streak. Jesus Christ, dude.
Union Square, San Francisco's holiday shopping and tourism center. The mayor vowing to limit vehicle access to the area.
There will be traffic delays because we can't continue to allow people to freely flow in and out of this city, commit these acts, and get away with it.
Smash and grab robberies are hitting other cities as well, including Beverly Hills and suburban Chicago, where this Louis Vuitton store was hit in broad daylight. The cost of organized retail crime estimated by one trade organization at more than $68 billion worth of products. Multi-agency task forces now set up in Illinois and California.
1 year of These are crimes of opportunity, but they're very well organized, and they need to be held to account.
Some current and former law enforcement officials blame downgraded laws that have made crimes that were previously felonies into misdemeanors, saying it discourages police pursuits for nonviolent crimes.
Until there's a response, until there's a political will and legislative efforts to support police efforts to stop this sort of activity, we're going to see it proliferate and continue.
Bro, this shit is crazy, dude. Larry Elder would have just nuked the shopping district. You have to keep your theft legal, like wage thefts or tax theft. Yeah, I mean, literally. This stuff is wild. It is wild. I mean, dude, they got fucking organized criminal, like they got organized crime activity happening at the Louis Vuitton store. You know what I mean? Robbing Cartier must be the most moral robbery aside from a bank robbery. Yeah, exactly. I was just about to say, if they're this organized, why are they stealing from Nordstrom and not a bank? Time to level up. Because you can't really steal from a bank and get away with it. It's like way harder. The best places to steal from are jewelry stores, not fucking banks, dude. Like, banks are not worth stealing from. They're just not. And if you do like small smash and grabs, especially in, if you do small smash and grabs, like you can make like a quick 10K. You know what I mean? With the shit that you stole. Whereas, if you hit a bank, like the stakes are so much higher, dude. It's just not, it's not worth it. I know that you think this is justified, but why is this happening? The right weaponizes things like this to say that the left are lawless. I know that these people's material needs are not being met, but this seems extreme. It is extreme. Dude, when you fucking have like a level of like organized crime to this degree. Hold on. When you have a level of organized crime to this degree, like shit is fucking going down, okay? People's material needs are not being addressed because like these guys aren't stealing. Like, okay, so the average racist looks at this and goes, oh, them blacks, they're stealing from Louis Vuitton so they can wear their hip hop style shoes, you know, their hip hop style shoes and belts. It's like, no, they're not doing that. They're doing that because this is the easiest way to like fucking flip expensive items that are easy to fucking steal. So you can make money. You need money. This is how you make money. So, it's not about like fucking wearing they're not going to like wear, the Gucci bag. Okay. It's not why people are doing that. Organized crime is a desperate grab for power by those whose needs are not being met. They lash out because they're suffering. I think so. Yeah. Literally, no one has any faith left in the system. So why not steal? As long as social safety nets keep getting gutted, this will happen more and more. I feel like we're reaching a collapse of USSR type beat. For sure.
Hassle.
It's not like they're fucking lazy. They're organizing and shit. Y'all are really out here defending this insanity. No, I'm not. I'm not defending organized fucking retail theft. Okay. What I'm simply stating is when you get to a point where there's organized retail theft, you have to fucking figure out something different. Like what we have done so far is not working. Okay. What we have done so far is literally not working. Stealing shit equals collapse of the USSR? No. This level of theft shows that people like this isn't something that you do for funsies. Okay. I don't know why you people don't understand that. Like they're not doing this for fun. They're doing this because they don't have a lot of other options. Okay. This doesn't mean like, oh man, they're starving and they're like stealing a loaf of bread for their family. They're stealing something so they can pay for a fucking loaf of bread for their family. Okay. You are not defending it, but you make me want to steal. There are people who steal for fun. Talk to some criminals. Yeah, of course there are people who steal for fun, dude. That doesn't mean that like crime is not a direct consequence of people's socioeconomic or material conditions, though. So what? There are people who fucking like. There's people who do shit, insane shit for fun. That doesn't, doesn't change the reality of, like, again, violent crime, for example. People murder for fun too. Serial killers exist. That doesn't mean every fucking violent crime is not directly a consequence of material conditions. This clip will end up on Republican Twitter. Socialist is on, house owned, thinks stealing is good. Yeah, all of this theft is nothing in comparison to wage theft, which is the real organized, most devious lick of all. But, ultimately, this is really scary. It's like you have an otherwise like supposedly liberal area and this kind of shit. Why didn't they just steal bread then? Hey, dumbass. How much bread do you think you can steal? Are you fucking stupid? You know bread goes bad, right? Instead of stealing bread every time you need bread, you steal easily fucking accessible handbags that you could sell for $1,000 a pop so you can buy bread for the whole fucking month. How fucking stupid can you be?
Fog.
Anyway, I see a few people in the chat saying that this is good, but front-facing employees at these businesses are going to be the ones facing discipline and cut hours due to the sheer volume and cost of goods. I do think I generally agree with your take on this. I mean, those people sometimes get in trouble for this sort of stuff, even though it's completely outside of their control. That's shitty. It's like saying steal a dime and you're a thief, steal a pension and you're a CEO. Yeah. I love when conservative dipshits say they're not stealing from a bookstore. Yeah, dude. Yeah. Can't wait to sell books that I stole for fucking $10 a pop instead of literally fucking one Gucci bag. That's it. Or one Louis Vuitton bag. Are you mad about bread or racism? Also, would be less mad if they stole bread, or would you still be upset? No, I wouldn't be. Dude. The reality is, like, this is why people get super mad at me, okay? This is why people get super fucking mad at me. Because when I see stuff like this, I recognize that, you know, something in everyone's brains, because we all want to live in like a world where there's, you know, some kind of order. Something in our brain says immediately, like, this is really wrong because this is a collapse. This is a collapse of that system. And it's true. This is a collapse of the way of the current way that we're supposed to be existing. Okay. It's chaotic, completely chaotic. And it's understandable to feel that way where you're like, well, this is fucked up. Okay.
Pepe La.
But when I look at that, when I look at the situation like this, my immediate inclination isn't to be like, well, what the fuck? I mean, I see it and I recognize that it's fucked up as well. But my immediate inclination isn't like, we need to fucking give cops 100% of the budget of the city instead of just 40 to 50% of the budget of the city. Okay. And start shooting fools in the street so that, like, what? The Gucci bags can be returned to their rightful stores. So that, you know, the stores that actually want to keep the high markup that they have, destroy them at the end of the fucking season anyway, in order to create artificial scarcity. So, I don't feel that way. I think that the right way to approach this situation is by making it so that not a single person has to fucking literally get together in a Discord server with their fucking friends and create an 80-person tag team organized retail theft group. You know what I mean? The only lesson that will be drawn is jails are too comfortable and sentences too short. Exactly. That's what people... The reality is, the worst part about this is not like... In my opinion, when I see stuff like this, the worst part about this isn't like, oh no, they stole from the fucking store or whatever. No one gives a fuck about that. I don't give a fuck about that, okay? What I give a fuck about is this makes people slide further and further into reactionary approaches to dealing with crime. These people are cool. They don't use Discord. Okay, they do. They use fucking WhatsApp then. But yeah, it is true. Robberies like these are mostly victim-free crimes. There can be victims in certain instances, though, as most luxury stores would have insurance, and insurance companies are evil bastards. Certainly, it's not as ethical as stealing from a bank or robbing a bank, because, like, you know, there is like one layer of one layer that puts you directly in. I mean, I guess like it's a similar attitude. Yes, these stores are insured. Do you think if the system was better, people wouldn't steal? Do I think that if people's material needs were addressed, they wouldn't fucking resort to this? Yes, of course I would. I think that. Are you insane? Yeah, 100%. You think a motherfucker who is able to like go to school, have a nice fucking have a nice quiet life, and is otherwise like a neat and watches me on Twitch is gonna fucking find himself in a situation where he's like, I'm so fucking desperate that yeah, I'm gonna go and we're gonna try to make as much money as we possibly can by fucking stealing from the Louis Vuitton store. Yeah, you like there's a reason why this shit doesn't happen in other places at the same severity and at the same level as the United States of America. And those other places also have a way more tolerant approach to crime. So what's up? You know? Think about that. So what's up? Why is this not fucking happening? Why is this not fucking happening all the time in Norway, in a place where like prisons are actually comfy, you know?
Motherfucker played GTA RP.
How do you know this is organized on Discord? It's organized somewhere. You can't bring 80 people together and bring this level of organization to a fucking... You can't bring this many people together without, like, you know, organizing them somewhere. It's probably either WhatsApp or Discord. Very difficult to find, too.
Smile.
Neats also wouldn't have the social skills to organize smash and grabs.
Authorities say the ringleaders are often not present during these organized sprees, making prosecutions even more difficult. And police in Walnut Creek say the robberies were not linked to protests that have taken place in response to the not guilty verdict in the Kyle Rittenhouse trial. Savannah?
Yeah, the not guilty verdict there, Aaron. Thank you very much.
What? That's not... This is literally nothing to do with that. What the fuck?
18 months hassle. Does this mean
Good evening.
Ringleaders, okay, dude. I mean, there's straight up some people that are like getting others to do this. Like, come on. Then they can just buy the handbags if they want them so badly. Yeah, dude. They're stealing 11 Gucci handbags because they really wanted the handbags, dude. Yeah, guys. That's why people steal from stores and stuff. Like when people are looting, they're doing it because they just like really wanted a nice thing. No, dumbass, they're stealing so they can sell it. It's for cash. Okay? So they can buy shit. No, so they steal the bag so they can eat them? No, not the bag, but, you know, a loaf of bread is, you know, not that expensive ultimately. You can't really, and it goes bad after a while. So you have to steal, you have to steal to buy the loaf of bread. People think that this is like the olden days, you know what I mean? Where, you know, you got fucking, you don't make any sense. Really fucked up chat about looters. Where is Rittenhouse when you need him? Shut the fuck up, bitch. Mercedes and BMW and getaway cars. Yeah, super oppressed. Lamau. Yeah, no, dude, you're right. They're actually really wealthy. And they're just stealing for fun. If that's what you want, like, if that's the kind of fucking attitude you want to demonstrate, yeah, these are actually secretly incredibly wealthy people because they're stealing. And they're stealing because they're incredibly wealthy. Except incredibly wealthy people steal from you all the time. It's called your fucking boss. It's called wage theft, okay? It's called exploitation. And you suckle on your boss's boots every goddamn day and you think this is actually normal and fine, sir. Thank you. Thank you for fucking me every goddamn day of my goddamn life. Meanwhile, motherfuckers have like a used BMW from 1998, and you're like, oh, he's got a Beamer that he's using as a getaway car. He must be a fucking wealthy person. Yeah, he's got a Honda Civic that he's driving off in. Wow, dude. Yeah, dude, these guys are actually just really rich, and that's why they're doing it, because they're just doing it for fun. It's so fucking weird. Like, it's not like there's a magical fencing vendor that is buying. I feel like I'm giving you guys Crime 101 here, but are you fucking dumb? You can sell it on eBay. You can sell it on the Facebook Marketplace. You can sell it on fucking Instagram. There is like a million different places where you can actually sell stolen goods. What the fuck are you talking about? Am I just like teaching you guys? There's not like a magical fence. This isn't fucking World of Warcraft, okay? In 2008, when the housing market collapsed, my best friend's family lost their house. They were struggling financially. My friend started stealing stuff that she needed. I finally connected the dots on this, and I can't believe it has taken so long. Yeah. Anyway. Yo, delete this VOD. Yeah, this is like straight up Crime 101 over here, dude. This is crazy. No, you just have a lot of young white Zoomers. We're stealing money from you by not watching ads at the top of the hour. Ad break. Fuck! That's right. Stealing is wrong. Unless you're using a Twitch Prime to avoid the ad break at the top of the fucking hour every hour, folks. No, chat is stupid as shit. Don't entertain it. Yeah, at the top of the hour, there's a 6-second ad break. And if you want to fucking deviously lick the ad break before we get to the Kyle Rittenhouse, Tucker Carlson interview, the television interview, all you need to do is subscribe. You can do that for $5. You can do that for free with a Twitch Prime as the ultimate devious lick. You can also deviously lick a gifted sub if you're lucky, but probably not. Okay, except Rare Behemoth just gifted 5 people the devious lick opportunity not to see ads anymore. So there's at least that. You know what I'm saying? Thank you. Rare Behemoth. Here is the ad break now. Thank you, God's third leg, for the 10 people that will no longer see ads because of you. Here's the 1-minute ad break now. Okay. There are glitches to make money in GTA Online. Genki194, thank you for the 5 gifted.
Making this notification go away.
Violence and theft. You covered this 5 months ago. Violence and theft are similar. Sursup, thank you for the 10 gifted. Like, whether we admit it or not, whether we recognize it or not, there's like acceptable forms of violence. Like the state, for example, when a cop bashes a protester's skull in, most people see that as an acceptable form of violence. When a cop bashes a thief's skull in, most people see that as an acceptable form of violence. And if you were a protester and a cop throws a tear gas canister at you, that is seen as an acceptable form of violence. But if you kick that tear gas back, then that is seen as an unacceptable form of violence, okay? And theft is the exact same. When your boss steals from you, that is seen as an acceptable form of theft in the form of wage theft. When your boss makes you work without giving you fucking, back pay, without giving you any sort of hazard pay, if you're in a condition where like you deserve hazard pay, that is seen as an acceptable form of theft. When a cop stops you and engages in civil asset forfeiture because you're a black dude and you have some cash in your fucking pockets, and that automatically means you must be a drug dealer, that is seen as an acceptable form of theft. Okay? So that's the difference. Another form of violence is structural violence. Poverty is structural violence. So these people are being subjected to structural violence in the form of poverty. So the way to retaliate against that is by trying to fucking survive. And the only way to survive in this circumstance for them is by doing the fucking least like invasive, still traumatizing for the people that work at the store itself, but like the least invasive way that they can, make some money. And the way to do that is by stealing Louis Vuitton handbags so they can sell it. And most people immediately are like, oh, they're black. They're stealing it for themselves because, they're just black. And it's like, no, you're a fucking racist idiot. They're not stealing it for themselves. In most of those circumstances, they're stealing it so they can sell it because that is a small item that is easily grabbable, that can go for $1,000 depending on what you just fucking grabbed. Okay? Just want to make sure that you understand that. And don't get fucking duped by local news and like mainstream media into thinking like black people are just behaving in a ridiculous way, old trope, stereotypical way, whatever, stealing shoes or fucking handbags because they want to wear it or whatever the fuck. They're stealing it because and it's not even all black people that are doing this, obviously, in this organized crime shit, but they're stealing it because it's the easiest way to make a lot of money. Okay? Were you talking about how people steal things they need? No, I said people steal because they have needs. They have needs that are not addressed. Okay?
17 months.
You steal a loaf of bread, you just have a loaf of bread for the week. And that loaf of bread goes bad anyway. You steal a Gucci bag, you can buy as many loaves of bread as you want. Why are you so obsessed that they're black? Because it's the fucking common trope in local news. I'm not 100% sure, but pretty sure that kicking a tear gas canister back or even throwing it back at the police was considered self-defense in a legal case in Germany. It is absolutely, without a doubt, without a shred of a doubt, not considered self-defense in the United States of America. Police have unironically charged protesters for using leaf blowers when tear gas canisters are tossed at them. So that they use leaf blowers to fucking blow back the tear gas at the cops. That's considered assault. Okay? They literally will arrest you for that in a protest. That's not even straight up like illegal in America. The irony, of course.
Dad.
Also, when I say bread, I don't mean like literally fucking a piece of bread, a loaf of bread. Bread I'm using as a substitute for food. But most importantly, like even if you steal fucking little, even if you steal little things that you need from the fucking convenience store, from the from your local CVS or whatever, that's not, you can't pay rent with that. What are you gonna do? You're gonna give your landlord fucking the nice little Gillette shaving cream that you stole? No. You need to give your landlord money. Give a man a steal and he can eat for a day. Teach a man to steal and he can eat for life. Yeah, exactly. That's why.